Welcome everybody back into Nerd Sesh. As always, I'm Carson Breber and alongside me is Logan Camden. And today we have a special guest, our good pal Tyler, who you guys may know as Hoop Venue. And this is going to start a summer full of trivia with guests on our show. Today is going to be a little bit different because for the most part, we're going to be having multiple guests on. We're going to split Logan and I up. We'll sort of be team captains, but this is different because Tyler issued a very direct challenge a couple months back. I don't know what got into you, but you just straight up tweeted that you wanted to basically duel at sundown. And I said, okay, let's do it. But very busy throughout the playoffs, of course. So we've waited until the off season, but here we are now. What's your mentality, Tyler, going into the competition?
I mean, it's just got to be that I'm just different. That's all it is. As a former Wilt Chamberlain Stan account runner, I got my historic knowledge up back in the COVID days. So I got to put it to the test.
Yeah. Well, listen, there's no question that you know your historical stuff. I think that you have some of the best and most informed opinions on these great players that you see out there. But we'll see. We'll see how deep the Duffy goes. So, Logan, you will be the host. It'll just be Tyler and I going head to head. You have all the questions. Why don't you explain the format for today?
Yeah, so we're going to be doing 3 rounds of 5 questions, 3 different topics, and I'm going to let you guys choose which topic we start out with. We've got current NBA trivia, 5 questions from this NBA season. We've got finals trivia, 5 questions about the finals, and then we've got draft trivia with the draft around the corner, all based around the draft. We're not going to delineate like a trivia gauntlet. It's whoever has an answer first, you just fire. And I'm going to let you guys dictate where we start, draft, finals, or from this last NBA season. What are you guys feeling?
By the way, Logan has clearly contracted the Black Plague, and it's a heroic effort of him to be here today as our host. Tyler, as the guest, I will let you choose where we want to start.
I just wanted to say Logan's having his flu game right now. I'm respecting this. But I say we start with draft just because that I'm not as well versed, so I'm gonna give you a little head start. Maybe we'll see.
Oh, very generous, Tyler. Yeah. I appreciate that.
Okay, the Atlanta Hawks have landed the number 1 pick this year, guys. I need you to name all 3 number 1 overall picks in Hawks history.
So the first one that comes to mind is David Thompson in 1975, who, fun fact, did not play for the Hawks at all because he went to the ABA to join the Nuggets. So if we're talking about 3 Hawks, then I think that we might have to go pretty far back here, which actually might be a challenge because I have every first overall pick since 1968 memorized. But before that, it's a bit murkier. It's a lot murkier, actually.
No, you do have to go pre-Thompson for both of these.
Yeah.
Some randos, but honestly, Carson, I feel like I've heard you pull these guys before.
Okay, so I know that we're going pre-68 even, because that's the great Elvin Hayes, and in that window, there's no other Hawks. So are we talking like Tri-City Blackhawks here, bro? Or we're definitely talking St. Louis Hawks?
Yeah, I think one is definitely St. Louis. I think the other is Tri-City.
Damn. Were these guys good? This is a crazy place to start, by the way, but I love it.
Yeah, I had draft as my last section, so this was probably the one we were going to get to last. But no, this is a tough question, man. This is a tough one.
Yeah, dude, if we're looking 50s, I mean, I can't think of a Hawk. I know that all the great ones were not picked first overall. Cliff Hagan wasn't picked first. Bob Pettit wasn't picked first. I don't know, dude. I'm not sure that I have the other 2.
Wow, dude. St. Louis and Milwaukee Hawks.
Milwaukee.
Milwaukee Hawks.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna shout out some of the greats. I'm gonna shout out Cazzie Russell. I'm gonna shout out Bob Boozer. I'm gonna shout out what's his face? Jalen Rose's dad, Jimmy Walker. But I don't know. No, none of those guys are Hawks.
This is
60s first round pick.
This is not a toss up by any means. The other 2, Dick Ricketts and Mark Workman.
Okay.
Oh, I do know Mark Workman, but
dude,
like just the name. So what do we even do with that? Do I get the point because I got one of the 3?
I probably wouldn't give it to either of you guys. I feel like
Point
you got
three?
it completed,
It's your
yeah.
call. Or we could do a half point or something. I don't know.
Half
It's your
point.
call, Logan. You're the rules man.
We'll give Carson the 0.5, man.
Okay.
Actually, we'll do that. If you get the whole question, we'll go full point. If you get partial credit, we'll go half. Okay. This one a little bit easier. I need you guys to name the last 5 number 1 overall picks that won a title with the team that drafted them.
Hakeem Olajuwon. Is he within the last 5, actually?
He is the final man on this list.
Woo! That was clutch. I don't know why I went that far back to start. Okay. So now let's continue to proceed through. We have David Robinson, 1987. Hakeem, 1984, of course. We have Tim Duncan, 1997. We have LeBron James, 2003. And we have Kyrie Irving, 2011.
Cooked.
Boom.
Cooked.
There we go. No doubt on that one. No Mark Workman on that one.
I don't think I would have gotten the Kyrie. I couldn't. I don't think I would have gotten that. Kyrie.
Yeah, shout out, man. Kyrie,
Okay.
what an interesting number 1 pick, too, because he literally played like 13 games at Duke, and they were like, this dude's so raw. We
And
don't
also
even care.
had an amazing rookie season. His rookie
Great
season
rookie
was
season.
crazy.
Great rookie season. And thank God they took him, because otherwise it was going to be Derek Williams or Ennis Cantor, which would not have been so good.
That's kind of a sneaky good draft, man. Kawhi goes late in that one.
Oh,
Jimmy
it's a
goes
really good
late.
draft.
Isaiah Thomas.
Clay?
It's a good draft. Yeah.
Yeah.
This one pretty straightforward too, guys. I need you to name every number 1 pick that didn't go to college.
Okay. Well, I'm going to start again with LeBron James. Might as well
Correct.
get ourselves a high schooler. We are going to get Yao Ming internationally. We're going to get Andrea Bargnani internationally. That's kind of the place to go, right, is the international picks. But then you have some dudes who were international, but they did play in college, like Andrew Bogut, like Michael Thompson, like Hakeem, of course. How many dudes are on this list, Logan?
I believe you have 3 more to go. You've gotten LeBron, Yao, and who else?
I said Andrea Bargnani.
Okay, you have 3 more to go.
Oh, well, we have Dwight in 2004, the year
Correct.
after LeBron. And then we have Kwame Brown. So the sort of high school era is where to go.
And just one more.
Just one more. I was thinking for a second about recent years, but we haven't had a G League Ignite dude go number 1 yet. We've had him go number 2.
I mean, that's probably the right line of thinking.
Is that really the right line of thinking? Oh my God, Wemby. International again.
Wemby is the final guy on this list.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow. I don't know how I didn't even think of Wemby.
I know.
I feel
It's
like
so
'cause
weird,
when
bro.
when I think of guys who didn't go to college, I immediately just think of high school guys like Kevin
Right.
Garnett, Andrew Bynum, Kwame.
Yeah. It's so weird how our minds work in these settings. That's
Yeah.
really all I can
Well,
say.
because I'm expecting it to be more difficult than Wembanyama,
sure.
you know?
For sure. You always go back. At least I always go back to the start. Like I started the 5 most recent with Hakeem, drafted 40 years ago. But
Yeah.
it's just the way
Yeah.
it works. You know, sometimes the obvious ones are sitting right in front of you and you don't think of them.
This one isn't so obvious. Not a list format, just one answer. DePaul has produced 1 number 1 overall pick. Who is
Mark
it?
Aguire.
Wow, that was just freaking cake, man.
I would have
Shout out
guessed
Mark
Terry
Aguire.
Cummings.
Ooh, I mean, great thought.
Well, I was going to say, the reason I know that is because one of my good friends, it's his uncle, Terry Cummings.
No way.
Yeah.
Shout out Preacher, dude. Rookie of the year. He comes up a lot on trivia.
Yeah.
I mean, that's Big East basketball in the 80s, man. We got a bunch of studs.
All right, I'm not going to lie to you guys. This one's pretty tough as well, but I believe in you. So the Hawks got the number 1 pick. The number 2 pick went to the Washington Wizards. Can you name 2 number 2 overall picks in Washington history?
Ooh.
Pretty prominent NBA players.
Huh.
You do gotta look pretty far back for this one.
Yes, that's the problem. I don't know where people were picked. I don't look at the draft at all. So like my mind goes to like Phil Chenier, but
Oh, I love that.
I love
much.
that. I love that
Cal
too.
legend Phil Chenier.
I don't know- I
God,
don't know
Tyler,
where
what
he's
a
drafted.
W pull. What a W pull. Yeah. Let's think. Who
I don't know
did
where
the
Otto
Wizards
Porter
take?
Jr. was selected.
Third.
But I know he was a lotto pick.
Third, very close.
Third.
And they used to boo him in 2K when they picked him third. And I always thought, like,
Wow.
this is kind of fucked up. Like, why are they doing this? Poor Otto. NBA champion Otto, though. They can't take that away. Okay, yeah. So how far back do we have to look here?
The two most prominent guys drafted in back-to-back years.
Okay.
Back-to-back years.
And they weren't actually in Washington when both of these guys were selected.
Oh, my goodness. Well, we know that means we're looking to the Baltimore days. Is Terry Dissinger here, Logan?
That's not a bad guess. I like that.
Walt Bellamy, number 1 overall pick.
Dissinger taken
It's not
10th overall.
Is Unseld here? I think Unseld
Yes.
was 2nd overall.
Yes, Wes Unseld is
And then
one
is
of
Out of Louisville.
Or when was Earl Monroe selected?
Oh my God! I think I'm gonna have to give you guys half the point, man.
Yeah.
Cheeky
Split that.
play,
Well done.
cheeky
Well done,
play.
Tyler.
When
That's
you
a
said
great
Unseld,
call.
it made me think of the year. I think was Monroe a year before?
Exactly.
Year before
Nice,
Unseld?
dude. Look at you saying you don't look back at the drafts. You're looking at those 60s drafts. You
I
know
don't
it. Admit it.
I just know Earl Monroe was 68 Wizard. That's all I know.
Earl Monroe averaged 24 a game as a rookie, too. What a stud.
Underrated.
Bang on. Since Tyler picked the draft category, Carson, do you want to transition to finals trivia or current NBA trivia?
Let's go current. We'll end on a bang with finals.
Okay, these are all pretty straightforward. All are going to be about the NBA from this last season. Guys, can you tell me who the number 1 mid-range shooter was in the NBA this last season?
By efficiency or by volume?
By efficiency.
Jokic.
Chris Middleton.
It's Chris Middleton.
Damn.
Good pull. dude.
Mid-range bucket.
I feel like it's always Jokic.
Jokic is a good bet. There were some great mid-range shooting performances this year, but the thing I always think of with Middleton is like there was some graph I saw a couple years ago, and it was like percentage of jumpers that are contested, and Chris Middleton's was like 88 to 90 or something like that.
Yeah,
Like, what
it's ridiculous.
a tough bucket, dude. Tough ass bucket.
Can't create separation, but will make the shot.
He will make the shot. To be fair, I think I remember Logan saying that stat a couple months ago, so that was in the back
I
of my
definitely
mind
mentioned that
somewhere.
one on the pod. I have not mentioned this one. This one I was really surprised by, but it makes sense. Can you guys tell me who the number 1 restricted area finisher was in the NBA this
Was
season?
it Luka?
Ooh, it wasn't Luka. I like that though.
Is it not Giannis? Wait, this is by efficiency again?
This is also by efficiency, correct?
Okay.
Halliburton.
Huh? It's not Hallie. These aren't bad guesses.
Thought. De'Aaron Fox is always crazy efficient around the rim, but I think it has to be. Well, I shouldn't say that. I don't want to give any tips. Is it Anthony Davis?
It's not Anthony Davis. You're a little warmer there.
Is it Rudy Gobert?
You've got the right line of thinking.
No, not Capella. He misses a bunch of layups.
Is it Daniel Gafford? Is it Derek Lively?
It's Derek Lively.
Right when you said Gafford, I was like, it's
Yeah.
got to be Lively.
Ridiculous, bro. Those two. I mean, once Gafford got to Dallas, I think he
Wow.
shot like 77%,
Dude.
and Lively was like 73%.
Gafford and Lively, number 2 and number 1.
That's
That's a
wild.
testament to Luka, man.
Yeah, I was
That's
going
the
to
thing.
say.
Yeah, but also I think that Tyler, we both started that question with the wrong approach because we were thinking about just like elite downhill guys when it's really just about like who are the bigs.
Well,
who are
yeah, I was going to say, I
finishing most
immediately thought of
efficiently.
Luka and Halliburton because both of those guys only shoot open layups.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean Luka's restricted area field goal percentage in the playoffs, I think it was like
90.
85 or something. Yeah, it was
so was
ridiculous.
Halliburton's. Halliburton's
Yeah.
was like 80.
Yeah, so good thinking, but nobody has it easier than Gafford and Lively.
No, straight lobs.
Yeah.
All right, another straightforward one here, gentlemen. Who led the NBA in 3-point percentage this season?
Grayson Allen.
Bang.
Yeah,
Bang
nice.
on.
Yeah.
Dude, that's with a minimum attempts requirement. I think Exum edges Allen, but I wanted the.
Wow.
I didn't think
Sorry,
Exum.
he did what?
Wait a
Yeah.
second. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Where are
Exum-
you
dude,
finding this? This is not on NBA.com, that sort of information.
It said verbatim, Exum edges Grayson Allen for 3-point throw. Exum actually shot 49%. He only did it on 2 threes a game, so I didn't want to count it, but
Yeah.
still pretty remarkable.
Yeah.
Guys,
Shout out Grayson, though. What an insane shooting season from him.
this is my favorite trivia question that I have come up with for this episode. Who is the only member of the 50-40-90 club this season? This is a ridiculous answer.
40, 90.
It's a ridiculous answer. 90 is the highest bar here. That's
50,
gonna be the most
40,
exclusive
90.
club. Bro, I don't know. I was about to guess someone.
Is it
ridiculous.
Aaron Wiggins?
I love that. I love that,
I love
dude.
that too.
There's
I don't think
no.
he has the free throw percentage,
I want to be
but-
clear on this. There's no like minimum requirements. That's the only way you can get this to work.
I
Yeah.
assumed.
But wow, this is such a fun. He made 1 3, so we're gonna count it.
1 3.
Okay.
This guy,
so we have,
this guy used to have. He used to have the shplick on him, man. He used to.
Is it Luke Cornett?
Oh my God, it's Luke Cornett. It's Luke Cornett.
Dude.
Wow. Great pull, dude. Oh my
Dude,
god.
Luke Cornett. He used to be a sniper, bro. I swear.
Dude, I saw
Moving
those.
off screens.
Bro, I saw that Knicks tape after like the
Yeah.
finals. Holy shit! Why did he stop doing that?
Vanderbilt
No.
legend.
He was moving like
Wow.
Davis Bertans back then, bro. I swear.
Dude, shout out to the Latvian laser, man. He had that one crazy season. Well, that's a great pull, Tyler. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think I was getting to Luke Cornett anytime soon.
I didn't know if anybody was gonna get that.
When he said he used to have the splick on him, I knew, bro. I knew it.
All right, final one for this category. Very simple, guys. Can you name the points per game, assists per game, and rebounds per game leaders from this season?
Luka
Luka
Doncic is the
Doncic.
points per game leader.
Bang.
Rebounds is Sabonis.
Assists is Halliburton.
All right, I think we
Bang.
split that one because I think we were exactly tied on saying Luka, right?
Yeah. So Carson right now, 6.5. Tyler at 3 flat.
Get ready for a night full of big fights and big action. It's UFC 303, and it can be even bigger. Jump in on all the action at DraftKings Sportsbook, the official sports betting partner of UFC.
It's super easy for first timers to get started. Try betting on something simple like picking a fighter to win. Go to the DraftKings Sportsbook app, select your fighter, and place your first bet. It's that simple. The light heavyweight title is on the line in the main event, but there are so many more amazing matchups happening in Vegas.
And speaking of amazing, if you're new to DraftKings, listen up. New customers can bet $5 to get $150 in bonus bets instantly. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now and use code NERDS. That's code NERDS for new customers to get $150 in bonus bets when you bet just $5. Get that big fight feel only on DraftKings. DraftKings, the crown is yours.
There is a will, there is a way as we go on to finals NBA trivia.
Gotta activate the clutch gene.
Yeah, lock in.
Can you guys name 5 finals MVP that average less points per game than Jaylen Brown?
So my first thought is Wes Unseld, who averaged about 9 a game. Cornbread Maxwell averaged about 18 a game. I'm pretty sure, well, I'm not positive about that one, so I'm going to hold off on it. I guess I'll just take easy ones. 2014 Kawhi, 2015 Iggy. The one who I was thinking, who I'm pretty sure, but it is close, was 2005 Tim Duncan. But is that right? I mean, does it cost me if that's right? Okay.
No, that is correct.
Yeah.
With the 47% true shooting.
The 47% true shooting, dude. Heinous. Yeah. Do you have a take on that finals MVP, Tyler? Have you reflected on that?
Ginobili.
You think
Should have
it
been
should've
Ginobili.
Manu? Yeah.
Should have been. I mean, it's tough though because Duncan's defense was like that was such a nasty series that the defense kind of was the. But I don't know, Manu, dude. Manu being able to produce offense in that environment is so crazy.
Agreed.
So crazy.
Agreed. I think it's really close, but I think you hit on the exact key point. It's like the defense is the foundation, but in that sort of series, just being able to like produce efficient offense, like that is such an accomplishment. So
It's kind of like the Brunson versus the Cavs type of thing, where it's like the series is nasty and just the guy that's gonna get you some
Yeah.
offense every now and then.
yeah, for sure. But I'm happy that Duncan has 3 overall.
Yeah.
So I'm not too pissed about that one, but it is interesting.
Yeah, dude. Manu, 19 a night on 49, 39, 85 splits, dude.
Crazy.
Crazy efficiency in that series.
Especially against that Pistons team.
What
That's
were the
ridiculous.
offensive ratings in that series? I bet they were like in the
Disgusting.
mid-80s, dude. Like,
Oh
Disgusting.
my God.
that's the ugliest, grittiest finals ever.
It's got to be.
Ew.
Logan looks disturbed.
Ew. 105.7 for Detroit, 103.4 for San Antonio.
I mean, that's higher than I thought.
Higher than I expected. I was thinking
Yeah.
90s for sure.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
thinking 90s for sure.
I think that's just got to be the pace being that slow as well, sort of exaggerating it because there are games where they're in the 70s in that series.
Yeah. For sure.
Okay, we're gonna move on to this one. This one's pretty interesting. Can you guys name every Finals MVP that led their team in playoff scoring, rebounding, and assists?
Jokic,
2003 Tim Duncan.
LeBron,
Correct.
Olajuwon in 95.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's officially Tyler's question.
How many are there?
There's
Points, rebounds, and assists over the entire playoff run, right?
over the entire playoff run. You've got one more.
One more.
I think I know who it is. But I don't know. I'm giving Tyler this question because he's had some W polls.
I don't
This is
think
the
I
stat
got
that's
it.
been going around everywhere because it's
I
like
know.
Jayson Tatum is the only dude who hasn't won Finals MVP while doing this. Is it 87 Magic, Logan?
It's not Magic.
Ooh, okay.
Is it Wilt in 67?
Ooh, it's not Wilt. I
That's
like
great,
that
but
guess.
they didn't have Finals MVP yet.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Also, pretty sure that Hal Greer led them in scoring in those playoffs. And I think even Chet Walker might have scored more than Wilt. What a balanced team, the 67 Sixers.
Is it Kareem in 71?
Not Kareem.
Because you would have Oscar with assists. It's
Yeah.
not. You heard me say 03 Duncan, right, Logan?
That is correct. That is a
Yeah.
correct answer.
But that's not the last one. There's still one more.
Not the last one.
Was it Shaq in 2000?
Not Shaq. That's not a bad guess either.
It's
one
not
is
gonna
the-
be Larry, I don't think, because Parrish would have led.
I think it will be
rebounds.
Larry. 86.
You think so?
It is Larry. It is
yeah.
Larry.
Larry's an insane rebounder.
He grabbed like 11 boards a game in some of
Yeah.
those runs.
Good pull. Good pull. Point Tyler.
Oh, okay. This stat has also been going around. Al Horford is the all-time leader in Finals three-point percentage. After Big Al, who is next?
Dan Marley.
Oh, I love that. It's not. It's not Thunder Dan.
Sam Hauser.
Oh, that would be disgusting. Actually,
Dante Exum.
I
Is gonna
wish.
be all the way up
This
there.
one. This one makes
Steve
sense.
Kerr.
Not Steve Kerr. This guy had some moments though, man, and maybe the coolest, like three-pointer ever in Finals history.
Coolest three-pointer in finals.
It's not
Kawhi
Danny
Leonard?
Green.
Not Kawhi, not Danny, not the most iconic, but arguably just like the swaggiest.
Never forget 2013 Danny Green hitting like 27 threes in that series, though.
The swaggiest three in finals history.
Robert Horry?
Not Robert Horry. These aren't bad guesses.
Swaggiest three in finals history.
Derek Fisher?
Not D Fish.
I mean, the swaggiest three in finals
Is it-
history is probably Kyrie's step back in 2016.
Nah,
being
that's probably
honest.
true.
Is it Meta World Peace?
Oh, it's not meta. I like that too. No, this one, Kobe passed me the ball.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
No, this one's just like super cool. It's like you can't. There's no
Is it
reason.
John Paxson?
Not Paxton. These are really good guesses. I remember this distinctly. This was probably like my third or fourth finals ever watching.
Ray Allen.
So close.
Okay, what is your definition of the swaggiest three in finals history?
You'll know.
Because
Once you
I think
pull
we've
this-
gotten all the nominees.
Once you pull this guy, you will know. He had a big game. He had a big game too. It wasn't just this three. I think he made.
Is it Shane Battier?
Dude, you're blazing hot right now.
Blazing hot.
You are so close.
Mike Miller?
It's Mike Miller.
Wow.
What three? What three did he
when
have?
when his
Oh,
shoe
with no
blew
shoe.
off and he drained
No
the three?
shoe.
That's
Yeah,
a
that is
classic
pretty
to me,
swaggy.
man.
No shoe.
That's pretty swaggy. I don't know if it's the swaggiest ever, but that is pretty cool.
I forgot about Mike, bro.
Can't ever forget about Mike. Rookie of the Year,
When they-
Mike Miller.
I was gonna say when they benched Dwayne Wade for him in Game 6.
You cannot sleep on Mike Miller, bro. You can never sleep on Mike Miller. All right, what are we down to the final two questions?
Final two questions. Both are age-based. I need you guys to tell me the youngest and oldest finals winning teams ever. This is by average age of their roster.
I know the youngest, 1997, 77 Blazers.
Average
Is the-
age of 24 years old.
Is the oldest the 14 Spurs?
Ooh,
I'm
that's a
pretty sure
really
the
good guess.
oldest-
It's not.
Is it the 98 Bulls?
Bang on, dude.
Bang!
Wow.
98 Bulls, the last dance.
Dang.
My next
Very
guess was the
appropriate
88
name.
Lakers. Or
Av-
88 Lakers is going to be my next guess
87.
with 70-year-old Kareem.
Yeah.
I think
They're
98
yeah.
Bulls had an average age of 32. Second on this list was the 2011 Mavs for the
Wow.
oldest.
Yeah, that was a pretty old team. You got Kid playing big minutes. Jet wasn't that old, but he wasn't
Sean
young.
Marion.
Sean Marion.
Yeah, dude. I
Bron
mean,
Butler
Peja.
didn't play, but Peja, yeah, that is an old team.
Okay, my final question here, guys. Who is the oldest first-time NBA champ ever?
Al Horford.
It's a really good
Damn,
thought. But you know
Horford
who it is?
Horford's so close.
Who is it?
Kevin Willis.
It is Kevin Willis.
I didn't even know he had a title. What team was he on?
'03 Spurs.
He was on the I didn't even know that.
Dude,
I did not know he was on the 03
Well, yeah, because he
Spurs.
was 40 years old and he didn't play, but
That is wild.
never
Kevin-
underestimate the longevity of Kevin Willis. Legit might be like just the pure longevity goat. He played until 2007.
At 44.
Yeah.
Didn't he? Yeah, wasn't he on like Neeks Hawks?
Yes. Oh, yes. He very
That
much
is
was. He was an
wild.
important part of Neeks Hawks.
That is wild.
Dude, the early 2000s Spurs rosters just have to make you appreciate the greatness of Tim Duncan. Like, the fact that those teams are consistently winning high 50s, 60 games. Like, '03 was better, but still, it's like, that's very young Tony Parker is your second best player. Duncan was insane, bro. There's years where Antonio Daniels is his number 2 scorer, and, like, Malik Rose is the number 3 scorer. He's got 40-year-old Terry Porter as the starting point guard, and they're still winning 60 games, 58 games. Respect that, man.
I was gonna say it's funny because every time I do the hoop grids and the Spurs are on there, I completely blank on all of those rosters. Like I know
'Cause they're trash.
I know Rasho, I know Bruce Bowen, I know Tim Duncan. Then it's like,
Yeah. Yeah. There's a lot of weird ones in there,
yeah.
but they were not good rosters. And yet they were still an elite team. So Tim Duncan, love always here. All right, Tyler, did you learn your lesson?
No, I'll be back. I'll be back. I just got to get in the lab for a little bit. That's all.
He's a
I'm just
competitor.
burnt out
He's
from
a
the
dog.
season. I'll get back in the lab. We'll do this again.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Burnt out, but you know who never burns out? This guy right here. The knowledge runs eternal. But good showing. Very fun to have you. That was quicker than I thought. It almost leaves me wanting more conversation with you, Tyler. You're so fun to talk to. But I don't think that there's anything else to say. The results speak for themselves. Come at the king, you best not miss. Logan, any
cool.
final words as our host, or are you just going to keel over and die over there?
Yeah, I mean, Tyler, don't worry, man. You only have like 7 or 8 more times losing before you can match my record. So get on my level, bro.
It's true. Logan and I did a series going head-to-head throughout the summer. Or not throughout the summer, earlier in the year. And what did we get to, Logan? I think it was 8, right? And then the series stopped forever, maybe. Logan didn't quite get a win. But I'll be damned if he wasn't close. And he really was close a few times.
Dude, so many times. Also,
I
I
got that
won the
clutch
I
team,
won the
though.
first ever trivia gauntlet, but we wiped it from memory because of we
It's
we
true.
couldn't. Yeah.
We recorded an episode where like we didn't really have the rules figured out and stuff, so we were like, all right, we're just not going to run this one. But Logan did win that one, but it's an unofficial win, and I don't acknowledge it.
Dude, I cooked. I pulled Kostas like Papa Nicolau, man.
That
I
is
mean, I was in my
insane.
bag,
That is
bro.
insane.
Yeah, what even was that question? It was like something about Greek players after
Yeah.
Giannis. And you pulled out Kostas. Shout out. All right, Tyler. Great to have you, man. Hopefully we'll have you on at another point throughout the summer to talk some historical stuff. I think that would be a ton of fun. But everybody go subscribe to Hoop Venue. Awesome basketball content. I imagine you're going to be doing some historical stuff throughout the summer or player rankings.
For
What do you
sure.
got?
I'm going to drop my top 25 current players series up in the next week or
Nice.
two. And then I'm planning to start doing some more historical team and player breakdowns. So one I've already started working on is 2019 James Harden isolation game. And I'm excited for that one.
Those are like the most ridiculous stats
Yeah.
ever, dude. Whenever you're like trying to find a like most isolation point sense, because it's like SGA had a crazy isolation series,
Yeah.
or Luka or whatever, or season, I mean. And then it's just like 2019 James Harden's averaging like 15 isolation points per game, and you're like, damn, the 8 that these guys are doing.
Yeah, I'm
doesn't
pretty
look
sure
so crazy
2019
anymore.
James Harden averaged more points in isolation than Luka and Shea combined this year. If I'm not wrong.
that's
If I'm not
disturbing.
wrong.
Disgusting, man. So everybody dial in for that because Tyler makes some of the best content out there. And we will keep on coming with our stuff, folks. As I said, it's going to be the summer of greatness. We're going to have trivia weekly, so stay tuned in for that. We are also going to be doing some historical content. We're going to be doing our player rankings as well. And we also, of course, have draft content, and we have the NBA free agency. So lots of offseason stuff to say locked into. If you want more of our content on our YouTube channel, you can listen to the shows across audio platforms. You can follow us across social, TikTok and Instagram at NerdSesh, Twitter at Nerd_Sesh. You can join our Discord to chat with the fellas. The link to that is at the link tree across our social media bios. And you can check out our merch at thevolume.com. So with that, one last big shout out to Tyler. Everybody go follow him everywhere. And as always, I've been Carson Brabber.
I have been Logan Camden.
Wow, man. What a hero you are for showing up today. The Logan flu game. That man is croaking over there. And this was Nerd Sesh.